Deuteronomy 5, verses 6 through 8. I am the Lord thy God, which brought thee out of the land of Egypt from the house of bondage. Thou shalt not have none other gods before me. Thou shalt not make any graven image or any likeness of anything that is in heaven above, or that is in the earth beneath, or that is in the waters beneath the earth. Deuteronomy 5, verses 6 through 8.
Tune in to the MacMan Morning Show.
Hold up. Man, this is one of the hottest talk radio shows this side of the Mississippi. We're talking about the MacMan Morning Show, Mondays through Friday from 9 a.m. to 10:20 a.m. Man, get you some on WKRA 92.7 FM. Man, beat me there. Don't meet me there.
Good day to everybody. You're listening to the MacMan Morning Show each and every weekday morning at 9 a.m. Central Standard Time, and that's 10 o'clock on the East Coast right here on Mac Media 3 Productions. WKRA holds our license, WKRA 92.7 on our FM dial in Holly Springs, Mississippi. Listen, you see the title. Yes, we have a brand new week and a brand new season. Our summer season is kicking off. There are some things that have to be done, technically wise, that are getting ready to happen. The look that you see now, you won't see it hopefully by tomorrow. We're waiting for our new graphics to come in and everything, and there's some brand new sponsorships that we have. We like to say good morning, Grand Rising. Hey, Alice, the blessed child of God, Sharon Reed. Let me call the roll, Deacon Alvin Moore. Hope you had a wonderful, cool weekend on this weekend. And to Sharon Reed, the section leader of the choir. Apostle Anthony Reed, thank you for all your prayers and all of your well wishes that you give to our wonderful show. I want to say to Alice, blessed child of God, who comes and makes sure that y'all behave yourselves here at the MacMan Morning Show. Y'all don't clown or nothing. To all of our wonderful sponsors, to all of you that have joined us today, I'm going to tell you this: you're going to be in for a wonderful treat. Uh, with the summer season coming in, and all the technical things are in place, that which they are. I'm supposed to be on camera coming up soon. We're getting everything is coming together. There's just a little bitty things that get in the way. Like to say grand rising to the Bond Group, to Jessica Starks and to the Bond Group, and all of you out there too. Angelica Trejay, Cakes and Creations. I haven't forgotten about you. We got some, you're going to love their promo. She has a wonderful promotion for July, and on and on and on. We're going to make sure that we premiere everything. For your patience and your understanding, I wanted to thank all of you for what you've done. Brother Lee will be here in a little bit. Brother Lee Mack, our co-host, he will be here shortly. And I talked with him a little bit this morning, and I hadn't had a chance to really sit down with our group to get some things in order. And don't blame it on anybody but me. We had some events this weekend. The Ida B. Wells 63rd birthday celebration for Ida B. Wells in Holly Springs, Mississippi. I was in Holly Springs at the community center over there. It was a wonderful opportunity to meet so many of you. We got pictures, and we did their photography. Yes, Mac Media Production does photography now. We got several events that we got lined up, all about marketing, all about advertising. This is what we do here. We're marketing, advertising, media, news media, true media, independent media. So therefore, there's some things that you sometimes might have to not necessarily go outside of the box, but then you might have to make the proper arrangements and changes that you need. Oh, I'm excited about what's getting ready to happen, because you know something, it's like this. You know, when you nurse something and you nourish it and you make sure that you do your part in what needs to be done, there should be some growth. And the growth, it doesn't come from our abilities or whatever training we have. Our abilities and our and what the flourishing that we'll do comes from God. He's the one that does it. He's the one that's in charge. That's first of all. Let's get that straight. So, and we're just his instruments and his tools, and he has given us this opportunity to come together. There's so many things that's going on in the news. Also, we're not going to forget about. Let me give you some programming notes. We do have some great interviews this week that we're going to be bringing some new entrepreneurs. Uh, Courtesy of the Bond Group, that are going to be coming and talking about their businesses. It's about Black business. I support my folks, because if you don't support your own, you be in trouble. Can I get a witness from somebody, anybody? Because we got to support each other. In this day and time and in this economy that we have to stand up for what is right. So that's why we have we have several new faces that are getting ready to come to the Magman Morning Show, and we're just grateful, and we're just really overjoyed by the things that are coming and the things that are happening. Also, I want to say good morning to the next senator from District 11, the senatorial district, Brother Abe Houston Hudson. See, wait a minute. Yeah, that's Abe Hudson. See, y'all stop. Read that copy. See, that's what y'all get for sending me that. I know that that's Brother Abe Hudson, y'all. He's going to be the next senator from District 11. We are going to fight and we are going to vote. You can vote right now if you please. And this is a civic announcement. I'm not telling you this is who I endorse. You vote for who you want to, but I believe he's the man for the job. And if you live in DeSoto, Quitman, Coahoma, Tate, or Tunica counties, you can go to your various boards of election, and you can if you know you're not going to be home, you can go to your polling places at your various county courthouses to cast your vote. It is very important that we get in place those people that will safeguard the safety nets that we do have, that you're entitled to, because once the federal government leads things down, it comes to the state. You want somebody there with a voice, somebody that's going to be concerned about what you're doing and about your well-being. And so we're going to have Brother Abe is coming back. We got struck, you all, by some unknown political source didn't like my interview with Brother Abe Hudson, and they struck our video. Well, I repaired those things, and those things are not going to happen. I'm not going to be intimidated by anybody. No sponsor of ours will be intimidated. You will respect them because, first of all, they come to support our show and our production. And I'm going to do everything that I can to support them. Keisha the Stylist and Little Red of Big Red's Blues Lounge. His festival's getting ready to come up, the Big Red Festival. I'm going to see him. Hey, there go Miss Grace Levi. Blessings and grand rising to all of you all. Thank you for being here. And all of our sponsors, we got a lot of things coming up. I got locally here in Mississippi. I'm going to be doing a whole lot of things. So, we're going to be doing what we have to do to not just continue to stay on the air, but to be productive. This is a business. And if you do things in the business-like manner, people will request you. And I want to thank the Ida B. Wells birthday commemoration and the Ida B. Wells Library in the great city of Holly Springs for allowing me to do their media work for them. I had a good time. It was some great food, the great people, the mayor, and all the grandchildren of the great grandchildren of Ida B. Wells I met. And we're going to have them on to tell the story of. So our kids need to know who Ida B. Wells was. I mean, great woman here in Mississippi. We need to know who Fannie Lou Hamer is. We need to know who these historic people are here in and let them know what's going on. Sometimes you can't go along with the flow of things. You got to be able to teach your children some, or get them in some in the programs that will teach them who they are. Yeah, we came through slavery. Yeah, and we got to tell those stories. We got to tell how our ancestors suffered and how we can overcome and be better than where they were. That's all our ancestors wanted us to be better. They wanted their children, their grandchildren to be able to have better life, better harmony, and live better. Nothing's a flower beds of ease, but we can live together and we can make it. Our economy. That's why I'm stressing. If you're going to do something, don't do it halfway. Do it all the way. And if you got I got great clients. And they used to talk about my little two commercials. They used to talk about. I just got to tell y'all this. They used to talk about Keisha the Stylist and Little Red commercial used to come on every day. Do 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 do. And we'd be doing things. Something I heard a beep. I don't know if that was Brother Lee coming in. Somebody's coming in. So. They used to talk about my commercial. Oh, James Mack, your commercial, and Keisha the Stylist, and so forth and so on. Brother Lee Mack is here, our wonderful co-host. He had a big holiday weekend. I won't call just say one of the big family weekends that we have in the city of Chicago. I wasn't able to make it, and I was so disappointed that I couldn't. But that's all right. We're going to be fine. He hosts it every year, and it's a monumental task. If you got the plan, and my family can eat. My family can eat. Let me tell you, they can eat. My folks can eat. I'm gonna say it again. My folks can eat. They sure can eat, and they can eat. So you're not just eat, but then you got to accommodate folks and make sure that everybody. Lee does all that, and he has been doing it. We're gonna find out. I don't usually put things out about families and things like that, but just this little thing here. Not little, but this monumental event that Lee puts together for our family each and every year is something. Even those that come to visit us, come to visit and be a visitor with a family member, say, "Man, I wish our families can get." It don't take much for us to get together, but we got to work together. Can't be on one person. But Lee's going to make sure that all the I's are dotted and the T's are crossed when it comes down to that family gathering. You better believe it. So when you set the bar that high, whomever he turns the reins over, if he ever decides to retire or whatever the case may be, they're going to have to come on with it. He has taken even the ice cream. Lee goes and ice cream man comes every year around that time. Somebody tells him something, says that he buys the whole ice cream truck, all of it, for the kids at the fireworks. He buy the whole truck. He said, "I want everything that's on the truck," because my brother Jerry started that. That was just some of the little stuff that y'all know. Yeah, so James Mack and his family. That's right. I love my family. Also, this Friday and every Friday, the Levi Report. That's what I will call this. The Levi Report. Grace Levi is going to come and bring and present various information and news that you all can use. Whatever her report is, we want to thank her for joining the MacMan family. And she has her own channel, the Grace Levi channel. You can go over there. Wonderful commentaries that she has on point, and we just salute those people that come over and assist us here at the MacMan Morning Show. Listen, I'm going to take a break real quick, and I'm going to come back and talk about some folks and talk about some of our new supporters. Brother Lee Mack is here. We're going to talk a little bit about some things that are occurring. I wanted to ask him some stuff, but you're listening to the MacMan Morning Show right here on Mac Media 3, Mac Media 3 Productions. We'll be right back.
Tune in to the MacMan Morning Show.
Hold up. Man, this is one of the hottest talk radio shows this side of the Mississippi. We're talking about the MacMan Morning Show, Mondays through Friday from 9 a.m. to 10:20 a.m. Man, get you some on WKRA 92.7 FM. Man, beat me there. Don't meet me there. If your locks ain't right and your twist is on limp, you know, get over to Keisha Studio. Specialized in locks, natural hair, and extensions. When your hair needs that special attention, make Keisha Studios your next decision. Located 3964 Goodman Road E, Suite 122 in South Haven, Mississippi. Call 901-650-9487 for your appointment at Keisha Studios. You know.
Your home should tell your story. It should be stylish, comfortable, and uniquely you. Here at D. Harris Interiors, we don't just decorate. We design spaces that reflect your personality, your lifestyle, as well as your dreams. Whether you're revamping one room or you're transforming an entire space, here at D. Harris Interiors, we bring creativity, expertise, and heart to every project. Great design starts with connection. And I do take the time to understand your vision and to bring it to life with beauty and intention. So, are you ready to fall in love with your space all over again? Well, you just give D. Harris a call at 901-303-8099 to schedule your personalized consultation today.
And we're back on the MacMan Morning Show, Grand Rising. Good morning to each and every one of you. Our co-host, Brother Lee Mack, he's here. Hey, Brother Lee, how are you? Grand Rising to you, brother. Can you hear me, Brother Lee? I got you up there. You got to unmute your mic, Brother Lee. You're in. Okay, didn't. Wait a minute, let me help him out here. Hold on. Okay, he'll be here in a little bit. Brother Lee Mack is here. Grand Rising, great day to all of you all. And thank you all for being patient with us because you've seen nothing yet. We're waiting for our new graphics. There's just been a slight delay, and all of our wonderful sponsors. Uh, and I just wanted to just say thank you all uh, for supporting us. Uh, and to our new wonderful sponsor getting ready to come up there, it's Malepi Fashions LLC. Y'all ain't seen nothing yet. I mean, uh, they were out. Malepi Fashions was out on this past weekend, and they had such a wonderful outing. I heard we're going to hear from the owners of this wonderful business and wonderful person that has come on board to be a supporter of ours. You've seen nothing. Yes, people have been asking. We've been putting the word out about this wonderful business, and you're going to really enjoy uh, the wonderful presentations that we got. We're going to make sure that we keep in mind that, hey, if you advertise, you'll be surprised at who will come and who will use your services, just like Angelica. She started a whole lot of this. Angelica, she started. Uh, we Cakes and Creation started this flame because it moved to the Bond Group, which gave us an opportunity to network with so many people. I'd just like to give a shout out to those that have come aboard with us and are patient enough with us to let us be a part of their journey as they continue to serve you. And I'm telling you, Angelica got those cookies, Cakes and Creations have wonderful. Hey, don't forget about the Smoothie Cafe over there, 4714 Lincoln Highway over there in Matson. She's open now, 21 minutes ago. She's got morning hours. Go get those detox smoothies. I'll get you something refreshing, wonderful ice cream treats. Man, that would be good to have. It's a wonderful thing to have the ice cream store would be open at 9 o'clock. Isn't that wonderful? Because you'd be waiting. She goes to church on Sunday, so but Monday through Saturday they're open Monday through Friday from 9 a.m. to 7 p.m. and on their other hours on Saturday would be from 11 a.m. to 7 p.m. You go over there and you give them your support. The Mag Media production, Mag Media 3 Productions, we're looking for anyone that would like to have some advertising. We have some wonderful ads that are coming. Hope that you will enjoy them. And as low as $50, you can start and you can start your advertising. We'll be glad to have you, and we just graciously appreciate all of you for all of your support over the years. Mac Media 3 Productions, and looking out for us. There was a delay there for a second, but we appreciate everything that you all, how you do for us. Brother Lee Mack is here with me. Are you there, Brother Lee? I had you on. I'm trying to see if you need to come in and come back out or something, but we got you here. Brother Lee is here. Okay, and let me just say this also. We're going to be giving updates on Project 2025. Now, let me explain why I'm saying this and why people should not be ignoring this. This is their playbook. They gave it to us. They let us see it. Can we navigate through Project 2025? Is that you, Brother Lee? Are you there?
Yes, I'm here.
Okay. Hey, Brother Lee, how are you, man? It's good to hear you. And thank you for being with us on today, because it looks like it's a delay. Okay, there you go. You're on the air now. I wanted to say, Brother Lee, we're going into our summer season, and I told everybody about the grand event that you have each and every year for our family. And I know it's a mind. I know what it is because I've been. And Ali is a person. He's orderly. He's very orderly. You got a job to do. If it's chop the onion, he know I ain't gonna do that. But if you got to do that, throw the garbage out, wash the dishes, or whatever your job is. He has it real organized, but it takes a whole lot of work. And Brother Lee, I heard some things that y'all had a good time and everything. Tell us the origin a little bit. I don't usually do this, but then I wanted to share as you can give it towards what was going on this holiday weekend that you had over the 4th that you do for the family. Tell us just a little bit about how it happened and why you where you are with it.
Well, I'd say it's a family. It's an event that we put on. It's a barbecue in the summer in the month of July. Actually, on the 4th of July, because that's the time when people can get time off. It's not to celebrate that situation where the Caucasians had a revolution to uh, liberate themselves from the British rule. We don't participate in that way. It's for us because we have time off, and it's a national holiday where we can have some time off from work, and that's why we take that day. The weather's nice at that time, and we can get together. It's not just about blood relatives, it's about family, uh, us getting together as a people. And I give you an example. Um, we used to have these events in public parks, and we used to do it in a public park. And anyone who came into that area was considered family, and we would feed them. They did not have to be a relative, and they were treated like family. And we would say, we don't uh, we don't appreciate any kind of disturbance. You can come, you can eat, you can enjoy the festivities, but there'll be no drama. And for over, I'd say, close to 35 years, consecutive years of having this event, we haven't had any incidents whatsoever of black folks getting together and having any kind of an outburst or altercations. Haven't had it in 35 years, no drama. And they say we do drama. They say we create drama. They say we can't get along, but that's not true because we've been doing this for over 35 years without no incidents, and this is
No
all different personalities are there, all different ages are there. I mean, we had hundreds of people that sometimes over 200 people we've had in these events, and then we moved these festivities, we moved it to my house, to my home. We moved it to my home, and at first I was reluctant to do this, and my kids were telling me, look, let's
You moved it. You
let
wait a minute. You moved it from wait. You moved it from where it was, and then it moved to your house. I know the story, but man, when you moved it to the house, uh,
yeah.
did you expect? Tell us about how you moved it to the house a little bit,
Well,
and your experience this year with all the folks. Go ahead, Lee.
well, I was reluctant at first when the suggestion was made to have it at my home, and I was reluctant because I didn't feel that we could pull it off with all of those people, uh, over 100 people, and sometimes close to 200. I just said I don't know if I want to do that. If I want all of these people coming in and out of my home and just disrupting my house, but I said, well, let's give it a try. And
Hmm.
a few years ago, we started to do it, and we've had over 100 people in my home at one time, close to 200 people. That's a lot of people, and I don't have a mansion. I have a home. I have a simple home, and we've had no incidents. I've had no catastrophes. We've had nothing but a fun time. Even in my home, uh, we've had plenty of things for the kids to do, and we've had things for the grown-ups to do. and to put a picture on it to give you an idea about it, it's like Christmas in the summertime. That's the feeling that everyone has. It's
July.
it's that feeling because people are excited when when the warm
Yeah,
weather hits. They can't wait for that 4th of July to hit so they could all get together, the young and the old. We have them as young as newborns and as old as in their 90s, knocking on 100 years old. And
yeah,
we do that, and we always, and I don't know how we manage to make this happen. By God's grace, I do know how we manage, and that's to we have enough food to feed hundreds of people. I don't know how we do it. And the thing is about that is that we don't ask people to bring nothing. I tell them to bring nothing because I don't want them to feel like if they didn't bring anything, they shouldn't come or they feel out of
yeah,
place. So I tell them, don't bring a thing, but bring your appetite and bring some peace with you. And so they come.
yeah,
And the thing is about it is when the festivities are over, we have enough food for people to take home and eat the next day. Because sometimes they don't have a dinner for the next day, not like that. So they get tons of food to take home. Everyone has food to take home if that's what you want to do, and that's extraordinary. And the kids and the grown-ups have ice cream, all the ice cream you can eat.
yeah. Tell them
Uh,
about no. Hey, Lee. I was telling them about that ice cream situation. Give us a little bit about that, cause some folks didn't believe. Say, man, it didn't happen. Y'all ain't do that with no whole ice cream truck. Go
well,
ahead and tell it, D. Go ahead and tell it.
it started with my brother Jerry, and I gave him one job to do, and he took that job on. I think he just volunteered with it. I don't think I've even asked him to do it. He just took it upon himself to get uh, more ice cream than, and, we was in a parking lot at that time. I mean, we would go to the parking lot of that town that we were in, and we would they would show fireworks, and he would go and get enough ice cream to feed hundreds of people in that parking lot. Yeah, that was a huge shopping center parking lot. He would get enough ice cream to feed everyone in that parking lot. And we took that thing that he does and we carried it over to what we do now. We give them, we get enough ice cream for to feed hundreds of people. And the fireworks we put on. We put fireworks on in my backyard that last for over an hour, and they sit in the backyard with their chairs and everything. It's a nice size backyard. You can see it from the front and the back and everywhere. And we provide
Yes,
them with the fireworks and the ice cream, and we even have actually this year we had a spade a spade card competition where people could play cards and compete against each other and enjoy some other things. And we had water fights, what you call balloon water competition
so
fights,
y'all
which
just
is
had all kinds of
it's the young against the
yeah,
old. I mean, it's the young people
yeah.
against the old people. From 20 years old is the young people all the way down to 2 and 3 years old, and then you got the grown-ups from 20 years old all the way up to you could be 90 years old if you want to participate, and some of them were 70 and 80 years old participating, and they go against the young people, go against the old people, and they have that thing going on until they're out of balloons, water balloons, and they we have over 1,000 water balloons and water guns that they use, and they go against each other. It's all in fun, so those things are happening. So um,
Well, I
when
wanted to,
people,
I wanted to, oh, go ahead. I wanted to bring out the fact that uh, even though you know how monumental this is to, and I brought this up for a reason because family's important. It's important, and I heard some things. Some people were saying when I was out this weekend, Brother Lee, that talked about somebody was talking about their folks, right? I always hear some stuff, and I find it just difficult. Uh, I know God didn't. I didn't pick my family. Okay, you know that. I ain't got the Brady Bunch. We wasn't the Jeffersons, or we was certainly wasn't the Cosbys. We grew up. We had our times. We had our fun, and we had some ups and downs. But we didn't know that we were without. Wasn't without. And when I didn't bring you on for that to say that for bragging rights, but just to say that if you take a little bit of time and how it is, and you look at the faces of the people, not at a funeral. We ain't at no funeral. Man, I get tired. We eat so good at the funeral, man. Can we eat like this all the time? That's what my thought was. Like I'm weird like that. I said, man, I'm sick of funerals. I'm just sick of death. I'm sick of funerals and caskets. I'm just sick of it. And at one time, we had some. For those of you that are dealing with grief, I understand where you're coming from. I'm not trying to be insensitive to that fact. But, but brother Lee, you know how it is. It was hitting us, man. It hit us like a ton of bricks, man. And you still each and every year. I don't know how COVID didn't go as good or whatever, but
well,
you kept this thing going. Go ahead, brother Lee. Go ahead.
even through the COVID, we still had the barbecue. It's been going on consecutively for over almost 35 years without missing a a time, a day. And the thing is about
Yeah,
that, it was time that I did not have, and I didn't know how we were going to pull it off. But by God's grace, it did happen. And the thing is, I wanted to say is that uh, we say as a people, and other people, other races of people say, black folks can't get along. Black folks always starting trouble. Put that many people together, something's bad gonna happen. That's not true. And we prove that we can get along. It doesn't matter about your personalities. If you want peace, you can have it. And just showing in that barbecue for over 35 years almost is showing that how we can cooperate, how we can get along, how we can not just get along, how we can accomplish something and something important. And that's the thing that we should be getting from this is that because we speak very bad about ourselves, because we adapt their narrative, because they put their narrative in us. And I'm gonna tell you something. I'm gonna put something out there for people to think about, and because I try to give you the facts, and I try to give you things that you don't normally see, but you can look it up. And I'm going to tell you something that you can actually look up and wonder, not wonder, think about it. And this is this when you watch the local news or the national news, and think about this when you watch that and you see black folks shooting black folks, and you see us doing all types of crime. And let me tell you this, and I'm going to speak something that you did not notice. I'm going to tell you when you watching those local news shows about us doing bad things, you got to wonder, your mind should think about this. Why they don't show white folks on local news doing crime? They don't do crime? They don't kill, they don't unalive, they don't rob, they don't steal. You could turn on the news today. I want you to turn on your local news today and you won't see most 9 times out of 10 times, you won't see a white person doing no crime. It's not that they don't do crime, because the news is set up, the government is set up to make you feel like only you do something wrong. That's what they're designed to do, to show you that you're a bad person, that there's no good in you, and that white is right, because you don't see them on TV committing any crime. They commit crimes every single day. They unalive people. They are rapists and murderers, but they don't show that what they do. And see, that's the thing that we need to look at. Wonder why they're not showing this on local news. Why they not showing white folks doing wrong? Because that's the narrative. That's what they want you to see. They don't want you to see white folks doing anything wrong. And you know what? And I'm going to tell you something else. I give you something else to think about. You know, when you watch those Oscars for those ratings on the movies, and we sit around and eat our popcorn and watching the Oscars to see who's going to get a award. You know what? We so excited about what white folks think of our movies, and they're not great movies unless they say they're great. You know, that's the thing. We have to stop letting them tell us what's good and what's bad. We sit there and we wait for them to tell us what a good movie is, to tell us what a good book is, to tell us how to act, and they'll tell us what's good and what's good behavior and what's bad behavior. And see, that's the thing. We have to stop letting them lead us. Let them tell us the narrative of how we should behave. And see, that's the problem. We're letting them judge us and put their rating on us. Stop letting that happen. And that's the thing. You know, we want to be so accepted into their world. And let me tell you this, they'll never let you in. And that's the thing we have to understand, is stop beating on their door to get inside, because they don't want you in there. We got to we have our own space. And you know what? Our space is not so bad. It's a good space. But we trying to get into their world and get their approval. And if they say we're good, then we say, oh man, they say the economy is good, then we believe that nonsense. And let me tell you something, in our communities, our economy has never been good. It's been, we make it the way it is. See, we create our own economy. We already do. And the thing is that our economy is different from theirs, because you can go to their neighborhood and their stores have certain things and our stores don't. You know what? And that's the thing.
Hey, Lee, this is what I'm going to do real quick. Listen, if you can adjust your mic, what I'm going to do real quick is I'm going to take a quick break. We're going to come right back. Hold your thought. Readjust your mic. Listen, folks, you're listening to the MacMan Morning Show each weekday morning at 9 a.m. Central Standard Time. That is 10 o'clock on the East Coast right here on Mac Media 3 Productions. We'll be right back after this break. We'll be right back, folks.
Your home should tell your story. It should be stylish, comfortable, and uniquely you. Here at D. Harris Interiors, we don't just decorate. We design spaces that reflect your personality, your lifestyle, as well as your dreams. Whether you're revamping one room or you're transforming an entire space, here at D. Harris Interiors, we bring creativity, expertise, and heart to every project. Great design starts with connection. And I do take the time to understand your vision and to bring it to life with beauty and intention. So, are you ready to fall in love with your space all over again? Well, you just give Dee Harris a call at 901-303-8099 to schedule your personalized consultation today.
If your locks ain't right and your twist is on limp, you know. Get over to Keisha Studio. Specialized in locks, natural hair, and extensions. When your hair needs that special attention, make Keisha Studios your next decision. Located 3964 Goodman Road E, Suite 122 in South Haven, Mississippi. Call 901-650-9487 for your appointment at Keisha Studios. You know.
Tune in to the MacMan Morning Show.
Hold up. Man, this is one of the hottest talk radio shows this side of the Mississippi. We're talking about the MacMan Morning Show, Mondays through Friday from 9 a.m. to 10:20 a.m. Man, get you some on WKRA 92.7 FM. Man, beat me there. Don't meet me there.
And we're back on the MacMan Morning Show. Grand Rising to each and every one of you that have joined us. Good morning to Ms. Angelica Lewis. That's Angelica of Cakes and Creations by Trish J. We'd like to welcome you here, saying good morning, Grand Rising to each and every one of you. Little programming note, the changes are coming, the graphics are coming. We're waiting patiently for them, and all of the new productions. Nobody's going to lose any time or anything. We're going to work with them. You're going to really like our new supporters. We'd like to thank each and every one of you. We want to thank the Bond Group for all that they're doing. Angelica, we thank you for introducing us to the Bond Group, which introduced us to some other. I mean, it's just a network of people that are working as we create a space necessary, a safe and a comfortable place for people to get news and information and inspiration right here on Mac Media 3, Mac Media 3 Productions. WKRA 92.7 on our FM dial. They have our license up until 2026. And we'd like to say hello to all of those listeners and all of our wonderful listeners that have been listening to us for well over a year and a half now. We've been broadcasting live each and every day. Didn't miss a beat unless we had a little rest. Brother Lee Mack is here, our co-host of the MacMan Morning Show. After I won't call it a hiatus, but did he need a little rest? So we all needed a little stretch and rest. And before I bring Brother Lee, once again, I want all of our sponsors to know that we got something really great in store for you, and all of the productions are going in. I hate what they did with the servers that they have here, so we had to endure. Something had happened where it wouldn't transfer over. Made me mad, but that's okay. That's a part of productions that we have. But I'm just grateful for everybody. Again, once again, don't forget the Levi Report. Grace Levi on Friday will be here with the Levi Report to give us the up-to-date information and updates around our country that we have. Especially we're focusing in on our friends in the Southland in Illinois. There's a lot of things that she's got coming. We have Dominique Matthews, the daughter of the cussing pastor. Yeah, y'all know who he is. That is Matthews. I used to work for him. But his daughter got a new book that has been published. I think is going to be a bestseller. But I'm glad that she's going to be on. We're going to have all of the promos. There are a lot of people that are coming on this week as we kick off our summer season. Once again, I got Brother Lee Mack for the rest of the entirety up until 10:20. We're going to go, and I'm grateful that he's saying what he's saying. And let me tell you that we got to get it together economically as well as anything. And Brother Lee had said something that was interesting to me. He says about this economy, we always going by the indicators of these folks. We can't live our lives with these folks' indicators. They say we broke and we still eating. They say ain't no lights and it's an energy crisis. We still got lights on. We still make it as a people. We have made it, brother Lee. As I was bringing you in, and we were talking about the gatherings and how families ought to be, but we as people, we got some work to do too. So continue with your thought, brother Lee Mack, our co-host of the Mac Man Morning Show.
Well, well, I just want to say, we look at things and we get excited in a bad way, because they tell us social media itself, and it's steering itself in a direction that really we shouldn't be looking in. I mean, it tells us how to feel. I'll give you an example. The government itself tells you which country to hate and which country is our friends. Now, the friends might have been the people we hated 20 years ago. Now, they're the people that the government is telling us is our friends. Now, Russia used to be our enemy. Now, now your president is sitting saying praises about him. So tomorrow he'll tell you to hate him. It's like he's talking about the Chinese government is the enemy, and Russia is not being spoken of. And see, that's the thing. They tell you who to hate and who to not hate. They tell you who we gonna send our soldiers over there to fight, and they tell you they're dying for these causes that the government tells you that we should die for. But the thing is, we got to think about giving our lives, what we're giving our lives to, and what we're giving our energy to, what we're giving our resources to, you know. And the thing is, here's the thing. Another thing is that, you working, yeah, some of us do work for these corporations, and we give everything we have to these corporations. When I was a younger person, when I was a few years ago, I mean, you could work for a company and have a pension. You could work for a company and you can retire and have a pension and have some resources to live on. But now companies don't keep you for 20 years. They don't keep you for 10 years. You can work there and not know if you're going to have a position. Don't call them jobs, but I call them positions. You may not have a position tomorrow. You may be riding around in a Mercedes one day, and then you walking around with a bus pass. You don't know, so you may look at other people and say, I'm better off than you, but you don't know you're a paycheck. You're a day from being on the street. You're a day from not being able to pay your rent or to pay your mortgage. You don't know you living from check to check, from thought to thought, because that these corporations can wake up one day and say, let's lay off 10,000 people. You got Donald Trump laying off thousands of people from the government because he's trying to cripple. Listen to this. He's trying to cripple the government. He's trying to cripple it because you say, why is he doing it like that? Well, how can he cripple the government by laying people off? It's because he makes it so inept that he can control it. When you don't have the numbers, when the people that work for the government don't have the numbers to speak out, see, they can be manipulated. They can be controlled. And that's why he gets the young against the old, the black against the white, the Mexicans against the Asians, and the Hispanics, and everybody against everybody, because once he divides us, once he puts us in different parts, once he puts us in different places in this country, as far as up against each other, then he can control us. Then he can manipulate us. That's when he gets the young against the old, and the rich against the poor, and the black against the white, and the Asians against when we get against each other, we can be easily manipulated and controlled. And that's what it's about. It's not about your own interest, because when you vote for one interest, when you say I'm gonna vote because it's a abortion, I'm gonna vote against abortion, but then you're not thinking about, well, what about education? What about inflation? What about crime? You don't vote on it. He gets you with the one issue. If it's an issue about race, Then you say, I'm gonna vote against this because black folks, I see they bad, or I don't like Mexicans. So you're gonna vote on one issue, and then you're not gonna think about the other issues that the thing that really is gonna matter to you, because that's how they work on you. They try to get you mad at one thing. And we got to understand, we more than just one issue. We have to educate ourselves. See, that's the thing. We have to take time out to, nobody want to learn because they lazy. Nobody want to learn because they got to read. They got to think about things. They got to add things up. I want you to learn. I don't want you to take what I say as whole hog. I want you to look it up. I want you to do some research of your own, because I'm going to tell you something. They want us divided. They want to keep us against each other. And that's the thing. And they want to keep man against woman, black women against white black men. They want to keep relationships with some turmoil, with some conflict. And we see it in social media. We see it all the time. And that's the thing. I'm a very controversial guy, because I tell you what I do is just I bring up issues that need to be spoke about. I'm not, the people say, well, I'm against black women, and no, I'm for sisters. I'm for brothers. I don't try to please any one person or one sex over the other, because I know we all dealing with this thing called life, but we have to understand what the part we play in it. That's the thing we have to understand, because we have to understand how we got to be where we are. And see, we've been manipulated by this society. This is a country that's not for us, but we have to deal with the things that's going on in this country, the things that's going on with us. And that's the thing I say. I try to wake us up, not keep us asleep, because the thing is, we get distracted with these phones, and we can't put a phone down. And that's strange. Don't you ask yourself, can you put your phone down? I tell people like this. When they tell me, look, Lee, I was so busy I couldn't call you, or so busy I couldn't reach the phone. I tell them like this: I know you called somebody today. I know I know you. I know somebody called you today, because you can't put your phone down. You can't put it down for a few minutes. You're not doing anything important. And you know what the strange thing about this phone, this telephone, that cell phone we got, is that we have a cell phone, and when I was a kid, and you saying, well, they're them olden times. No, it's not an olden time. When that long ago, where we didn't have cell phones. And do you know we got along quite well without a cell phone? We got along even better without a cell phone. You managed to get a job without a cell phone. You managed to go out and go out to dinner without a cell phone. You managed to keep your kids safe without a cell phone. We say, well, the times were different then. Crime is so not heavy now. Let me give you something that you haven't read about. You know what? They had crime even before cell phones. People came up missing without cell phones. Things were happening even though they didn't have cell phones. Now you have a cell phone, you got a phone and don't communicate. You got a cell phone. Let's say you got a husband or you got a wife, and you calling your husband 50 times a day, or your wife 50 times a day. Why are you doing that? And you get mad with them because they haven't texted you back and they haven't called you back. Why should someone have to contact you all through the day? And you know what? You feel you can't have that communication unless it's with a cell phone. You know what? We got along better when we was talking face to face, when we could see each other. And you know what? When I was a kid, you had to wait until you got home to talk to people. Or if you didn't talk to people person to person, then it wasn't a real conversation. Now we feel that we have to text, we have to email, we have to do all these things. And still you do those things because you don't want to communicate. You don't do it because you want to communicate. You do it because you text people because you do not want to communicate. You do not want to have a face-to-face conversation. You want to hide behind a cell phone. You don't show that you can be a good communicator. You are the worst communicator. You don't know how to be a person with a person face to face to you. So you say, well, I talk all the time. No, you don't. You hide behind that phone. You hide behind that email. You hide behind that text. Because I'm going to tell you something. When you send out a text, people look at it and say, I can interpret this text any way, any kind of way, because a text does not tell me what you're saying. It's the way you say it. It's the way you text and you say, I didn't get the whole message, because you shorten it up and you say things that you don't really mean. And I don't get the gist of it, but you put it in a text so you can confuse people. So you don't have to tell them how you feel. So you don't have to tell them what you mean. So you don't have to get it across to them directly. So that's the thing. A text is kind of a liar. It's an outlier for you because it lies for you. It leads you to give you the ability to hide. Email gives you the ability to hide how you really feel. And people say, I send a text out, I send an email out, no, you don't. It doesn't really tell me how you really feel. It doesn't tell me what your intentions are. That's why people talk to people on phones, because you can't get their expression. You can't get the feeling of how they mean, what they're trying to communicate to you. And see, that's the thing. We are a very disconnected people because we know the effect of a cell phone and emails. We know that detaches you from communicating. And that's the thing. You know what? If we did more face to face, more talking to people, more embracing people, more of that, then we will be better at communicating. We'd be better at getting our point across. We'd be better at understanding. Because I'm gonna tell you something. Stop looking at those social media. Stop looking at the media telling you that this happened over here and this happened over there, and we taking what happened over here as what's happening every day. Like people think that Chicago is a terrible place because of what social media tells you. People think Detroit is a terrible place. People think Memphis is a terrible place because of what the social media and the media is telling you. But it's people that live in these communities. And I'm gonna tell you something. Most black folks are law-abiding. We don't want no drama kind of people. But if you listen to social media, you think that's that's what we do. But we don't live like that. And you know that. I've lived in Chicago. I've lived in other cities, and let me tell you something. The things that they say about those cities are not true. They say Chicago, downtown Chicago is terrible. Don't go down there. But I'm gonna tell you something. It's one of the most. Uh, it's a beautiful city. It has its problems, just like your town has its problems, just like your block or your neighborhood has its problems. But you know what? That's the thing. We have to stop letting the the media show you the narrative, tell you how to feel. Because if you go by media, you look at the media and you say, well, in the white neighborhoods, it must be great. No, they got crime too. They got all these things too, but they don't talk about it. They want to give you an impression that things are great there because they are Caucasians, because they're white. That's their narrative. And that's the thing. We things in our community is happening the way they do because when you take all the resources out of a community, that's what you're gonna have is a ghetto. When you take the education and the fact that we can't get good food, we can't get good stores to shop at, and we can't get a decent price on gasoline because in our neighborhoods, gasoline costs more than it does in their neighborhood. It don't make no sense. We don't have the money, but we got the higher prices. Those two don't go together. But your politicians don't tell you this. Your aldermen don't tell you this. They don't tell you, why is my gasoline cost more here where I can't even afford it and I don't have a job? And I go to the Caucasian community, their gasoline is cheaper. and they got more access to fruits and vegetables. Why they got more access to things and that they got the money to pay more, but they don't have to pay more. We don't have the money to pay more, but we got to pay more. It makes no sense. These things don't go together. But the crazy part about it is that our politicians don't tell us, our pastors don't tell us. They don't tell us, you know what, when your pastor got you in that church and he's sitting there talking to you, he's not telling you how to get our families to do better, how to help us to do better, how to help us get together and get our resources and make our communities better. He's telling you how to be a prosperity preacher. He's telling you he's a prosperity preacher, telling you how to sit there and pray about making money, pray about God bringing you money, instead of telling you how to be an entrepreneur, how to get out here and think and work it out to start a business, to make your community better, to get us educated, to get our kids. Tell the kids in these churches to put these phones and tablets down while the pastor is trying to talk to you, and tell the pastor to talk about something that's going to help the community. That's what I have to say, my brother.
That's Brother Lee Mack, our co-host of the Mac Man Morning Show. And he brought out those interesting points, and I wanted him to, it's been a minute since we've been on. But once again, you're listening to the Mac Man Morning Show each and every weekday morning at 9 a.m. Central Standard Time. That's 10 a.m. on the East Coast, right here at Mac Media 3 Productions. WKRA 92.7 on our FM dial has our license up until 2026, and we're just grateful to continue to have them here. Once again, I wanted to let you all know we got our new sponsors are coming, you all. We got a new lineup of sponsors. We're grateful for all of them for what they're doing, and we support all of our new. Diane Black got a new ad coming out. Diane's going to be the new state senator from Mississippi. We're rooting for her. Angelica, all of you all, to Smoothie Cafe. We want to thank all of you for being around Miss Roberts and Mr. Larry Roberts. So don't forget, if you want to participate with us here, it ain't going to cost you much. $50, it's not going to cost you much. We'll get you all started and get you situated in what you're needing to do that. Thank you. The show is coming along well. We got a lot of things that we're getting ready to do, and we're going to be broadening our channel. You're going to hear much more. You're going to experience the change, and you're going to say, man, this is something. It is really going to come together. Thank you all for all that you have done. All of our listeners everywhere. Like to say hello to everybody in Alaska. I ain't forgot about y'all since the snow melted and that blizzard that y'all had and all that cold weather up there. But we know all of our active duty members around the world, especially ones in Japan. Those are the folks that listen to us. We want you to know that we're thinking about you and your families. Also, folks, I didn't want to say anything, but then I got to say it. There was a tragedy in Kentucky at a church. Now, I don't publicize a lot of things, but I'm asking you all, be careful as you go to worship and things like that. There are people out there that don't have the mindset to go and to live peaceably amongst us. Be on the lookout. Just watch your surroundings. Watch where you are. Much news, information, and great interviews this week we're going to have. We're waiting for, like I said, we're waiting for our new graphics. They're coming too. But don't let that deter you. We're going to bring a great programming to you. On tomorrow, we got some interviews coming. The rest of this week, we're lining up our interviews with everybody. And also, we're looking forward to Friday. The Levi Report on Friday. Grace Levi is going to come and give us an update on the things and the various things and stories going on around and about us in our listening area and all over the country, things that we ought to know. So we just thank you for being here. Listen, we're going to get out of here, and we will be back here tomorrow morning at 9 a.m. Central Standard Time. Yes, 9 a.m. in the morning over here in the Central Standard Time time zone, and then on the East Coast, it's at 10 o'clock. Y'all be up already. and everything. Wonderful new week, new season. We're excited about it. I hope that you will be. You've seen nothing yet. Y'all just keep your eyes on everything. We'll be back here on tomorrow, same time, same place, right here on Mac Media 3, Mac Media 3 Productions. Also for Brother Lee Mack and myself, we'll holler at you and see you on tomorrow. Be blessed, everybody.